YouTube and Rumble family, what's good? What's happening? So, I'm watching this video from Level Earth Observer, right? If you don't know him, get to know him. He's got some awesome content. Highly recommend after this video, you sub to this man. He just showed a video of what this space agency is over here doing with their latest visuals from the moon. Now, I'm going to play the video and then I'm going to have my thoughts afterwards. So let's check it out.
So Odysseus, the American moonlander that we've all been laughing at for the last week, 10 days, Odysseus has sadly sent his final transmission. So let's have a look.
Hello friends, before its power was depleted, Odysseus completed a fitting farewell transmission. Received today, this image from February 22nd showcased the crescent Earth in the backdrop.
All right, so right there, that big bright spot is apparently that's the sun, right? And then to the left, that little quarter moon is the earth, right? Okay, let's continue to watch.
A soft reminder of humanity's presence in the universe. Good night, Odysseus. We hope to hear from you again.
Mate, sort your soppy, naive, gullible self out, bud. Odysseus was a Greek hero known for his intellect and his cunning. Yeah? You're one of the few naive gullibles that I mentioned in my previous video that will fall for this ridiculous pantomime, just based on a few images and a story. We didn't even get any proper characters. In fact, people like yourself are the pantomime characters of this silly charade.
On 22nd February 2024, NASA's Science Instrument and Technologies onboard Intuitive Machines Nova cylinder called Odysseus landed on the moon's south pole region, marking...
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I love how apparently this thing is supposedly on the moon, right? And what they do is they give us this parabolic lens as a reminder that the moon is a sphere, that it's round, right? And everything within eye shot is round. Aren't they something else? And the moon looks the same. From whatever distance you look at the moon, like it looks the same, right? There's no change in depth or anything like that. And apparently this moon lander is sitting on the surface of the moon right now. But let's continue.
The United States' first return since Apollo 17. This was also the first landing as part of agency's Commercial Lunar Payload Services initiative, transmitting valuable science data of each NASA science payload from lunar surface.
Mate, the only science and data we got was in the form of imagery. Ridiculous imagery like we've seen here. The leg seems like it's been fixed now. It was broke before and this thing was on its side. No doubt no, this is just before it landed. Whatever. It's embarrassing. It's ridiculous. Only the naive and gullible believe it. It was cited as a success. Yeah, even space fans I know are like, nah, mate, we're not buying this for a fucking minute. Only real nerds like our friend here are falling for this storyline. Oh, he's had enough now. He's just turned the screen off. And we get to see the final transmission in all its glory, trying desperately to sell this silly, ridiculous, scientifically impossible globe Earth in a vacuum tosh. Yep. How sad, desperate it must be to be a space fan and a believer of the globe Earth theory. Dear, oh dear. So I want to see it.
So, love this video. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drop it in the description box. But here are my thoughts. I want to show you guys something. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but I was making some hard inquiry as to why the James Webb Space Telescope isn't looking into our solar system, and looking at what our Earth and the other planets around the Earth is doing, right? Because apparently this James Webb Space Telescope is like 1 million miles away from Earth. So here's the answer that they came up with. So I wanted to know why we can't look back at our own stuff. And then it says right here, will we be able to image in our own solar system? Pretty much what I just said. So it says, okay, so it says, yes, But read this part, and not the highlighted part, but it says yes at the top. Webb is able to observe the planets at or beyond the orbit of Mars, satellites, comets, asteroids, and the Kuiper Belt objects. So, the Kuiper Belt, the asteroid belt. Many important molecules, ices, and minerals have strong characteristics signatures at the wavelengths Webb can observe. Webb can also monitor the weather of planets and their moons, and the Webb has already looked at Mars, Titan, and all this other neat stuff, right? So it's got all these awesome capabilities. Now, as far as looking at us, the Earth, and everything within Mars, right? Behind Mars, I guess you could say, right? And towards the sun, check this out. Because the telescope and instruments have to be kept cold, Webb's protective sun shield is blocking the inner solar system from view. This means that the sun, Earth, Moon, Mercury, and Venus, and of course the sun-grazing comets, including the sun, of course, although he said the sun, sun-grazing comets, and many known near-Earth objects cannot be observed. That's all I'm going to leave in there. Family, what do y'all think? The best, health, wealth, love, joy, prosperity, let me know. Let me know what you think.